guys. Today I wanted to do a little video about something that I realized when I was listening to a podcast the other day. And so I'm going to take a break from the questions, but I will get back to them tomorrow. And so I was listening to another episode of Tim Fletcher, and I'll link the episode in the description of this video. But it happened to be an episode that was sort of about self-sabotage and how, if you've gone through complex trauma in your life, you tend to sabotage yourself and create reasons why you're not good enough to succeed, or you become more comfortable in situations that are painful or hard or are failure type situations because they're what you're used to. And so when you start to become successful and things start going well for you, you tend to sabotage because it's scary. So one aspect that this episode was talking about was relationships. And there was just a part of this that really spoke to me. And it basically was saying that if, as a child, just say, for example, your father beats you physically, but then he tells you, I'm beating you because I love you. And you sort of get this idea that love has to be painful. And if it's not love. And at first when I heard that, I was like, okay, nobody was actively physically abusing me every day. But then I started to realize some of the parallels with this sort of statement and Scientology. So just for example, I was told frequently, all of the kids at the ranch and kids who grew up in Scientology, that, you have to live away from your parents at a boarding school because your parents need to save the planet, and we want the planet to be a better place for you. And so you have to be separate from me because I love you. And another example is, you have to do heavy physical labor 35 hours a week, whether it's digging trenches, hauling rocks, building cement walls, planting trees, doing dishes, cleaning, weeding, all of those things. Because if you don't do them, then in Scientology, they believe that if you receive food or shelter or anything and you don't give something back, that you will become a criminal. So the message was, we are going to make you do this heavy labor because we love you, because we don't want you to become a criminal. Or even in, relationships with your friends, you're told if you don't report your friend, then you are endangering their spiritual well-being because they will continue to do the bad thing and that will harm them spiritually. So if you love me, then you will report me. And if you love your friend, you will report on them. And so there's all of these associations with love that are actually painful and are things you don't really want to do. And so the message you wind up getting as a child is that love is hard. Love is painful. And the other side of that is that in Scientology, some of the things that actually are real expressions of love, you are taught very much so that those things are bad. So, just for example, the parental-child relationship is completely minimized. You're told that no parent can really be the parent of another person because we're all spiritual beings who have lived lifetime after lifetime. And it's just maybe your body can be the child of another body, but they're not really your parents. So the parental-child relationship is something that would be full of love, but instead that's minimized. Or even things like sex are like, there's so much shame involved in it. Even like flirting with somebody. If you're in the Sea Organization, which is Scientology's most dedicated group, where they sign $1 billion year contracts, If you flirt with somebody, you get in trouble. You get reported. You have to report on yourself. If you have sex before you're married, you get sent to the RPF, which is a program where you have to wear all black. You have to do heavy labor all day. You cannot speak unless spoken to. You have to get a special kind of interrogation where you have to find all your evil purposes. And this program can go on for years. Imagine just being assigned to the RPF because you made out with somebody. And that's something that's like a genuine, real human expression of love that is deeply villainized. And imagine as a teenager, all of the kids who grew up in Scientology, them expressing themselves in that way and having that sort of punishment to deal with at the other end of it. Another example of an expression of love that is villainized in Scientology, especially in the Sea organization, is if you have family members sending you gifts, or even if you if they send you money, it is considered that they are externally influencing you, meaning you're kind of getting rewards or something from other people that would cause you to have other intentions and would distract you from your duties. So this expression of love, of giving someone kind things, is absolutely villainized as well. Another way that expressions of love were very much considered a problem for me in Scientology was the fact that I wanted to be friends with people who were in lower level organizations than me. And this was treated as if I was doing something bad, as if I was letting my the leader of my group down. And it was literally just a friendship that I was having. There was nothing more to it. There was no wanting to hurt Scientology. There was no bad intention or anything like that. It was just a sweet expression of love. The result of all of this can be that you can kind of go through your life this is definitely something that has come up in my relationships, in my marriage, and it's almost, you can get the feeling that love isn't love unless it is passionate, or unless you're arguing, or unless it contains pain in some way. So you can take a perfectly good relationship and start picking fights and argue all the time, just because you start to get that feeling that no drama has occurred lately, and it's really uncomfortable. It seems like you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop if everything is going smoothly. And that is definitely something that I can very much relate to. And I just wanted to share that with you guys in case any of you guys can relate to it, because it was just so eye-opening and so helpful. And I never knew that I was doing any of those things. And it's just crazy to sort of all of a sudden realize at this point in your life the things that you've been doing to sabotage yourself. And I guess I am looking forward to trying to watch myself more carefully when I'm doing this, or if I start getting that feeling, then I can be like, okay, what is this about? And all of the things that I'm telling myself at that time, all of the problems that I'm creating in my head, just questioning those and taking a step back. And yeah, I just thought that would be cool to share with you guys. Maybe some of you guys can relate to it. Also, the idea of creating sort of new neural pathways when like a relationship or a friendship or something starts going sideways. Stop telling myself that, oh, this is going to end terribly or something bad is going to happen. But creating new pathways, or when things are calm and sweet and nice, I don't have to always tell myself, oh, shit's about to go down, something bad is happening, the world is just tricking me when it's calm. That's actually what I think. And so just like working my mental muscles, or I guess it's really just like neural pathways, to reframe my thinking in a way that is less self-sabotaging and, you know, can sort of lead to a happier life where I'm not creating my own problems. All right, guys, well, that's all I've got for you today. Some of you left some wonderful questions in my video yesterday. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited to get to those very soon. And don't forget to check out Sins of Scientology on YouTube. And also, if you have a moment, if you haven't already read my book, it is Beyond Belief, My Secret Life Inside Scientology and My Harrowing Escape. And you can find it on Amazon. All right, have a great day. Bye.